In the net for Toronto FC2 is a pairing of Daquan Barrow against this very same Philadelphia Union 2 side. Toronto able to secure an extra point in the shootout in the most recent. And we are underway here from the Great White North. Once more, Peyton Gallagher with you to bring the breadth and width side to side, rhythmic in the build from Toronto FC2. Picking their way through the first wave, and now Nate Edwards at the touch line. A heavy touch from him, in fact. The collision sends him toppling. Itillo, the experienced center back. Strong and sturdy in the middle, 22-year-old for Toronto FC2, and he will have work to do here. Driving into the area, Marcus Anderson with a roll at the top of the box. Twirling into a shot! That's scraped wide, and it's with no assistance from the goalkeeper. Goal kick. Those alarm bells for Adisa De Rosario. Smashed off the foot of what appeared to be Salo Livas at the top of the box. It's a loose ball and real threat. Shot coming, a brave block. And Philadelphia Union 2 starting to really assert some claim, dominating the game. 10 minutes gone. Driven into a pocket of space for Anderson, who chests down. Anderson took too much time to get it off his foot. Daquan Barrow just doing his best to weave away, and does. Fleet of foot and a friendly set on the wide side at the touchline. Nate Edwards. All the way towards the end line and able to catch up in time. And the corner's coming, the first of the match. He is their skeleton key. As he tunes the ball into the box. Slightly overhit. Stojanovic. Now Nate Edwards. And nudging wide. Edwards presenting a run up field. Instead, it's Toronto FC2 dispossessed and a foul awarded. Uzcategui playing a field. Toronto FC2 hustling and hounding to try and win it back, and they do. Barrow flushing wide for Asanayari, who catches up in stride and plays back in for Barrow, who breaks his shot wide. Looks like he may have taken a touch, but that's not the official ruling of the referee. It's another moment of significant danger. At some point, though, Toronto FC2 must cash in. They must be merciless in front of goal. There is an art in trying to make the most of these purple patches, if you will. The best teams always do. really positive period of play with the ball for Toronto FC2. They've been unbothered by the pressing efforts of their opposition. Already having put together 7 shooting attempts in the course of the contest. Stojadinovic. Moved back by Mark Fisher to whet the appetite. Brewing for Toronto. Daquan Barrow's ball just comes clear of Nate Edwards. The referee has a think. And what's his choice? It appears by the celebration of those dressed in red, it will be a penalty for Toronto FC2. A winning of the whistle, crucially so, by Nate Edwards. A team that has drawn so few fouls this year, the fewest in the league, has drawn one in the area and a chance to draw themselves into the advantage. 27 minutes in from 12 yards. George Marks is the obstacle.
Yellow card issued in the 27th minute to Philadelphia's number 38, Giovanni Sakara.
And so it is put on the back of the man for the moment, whose name is Mark Fisher. A yellow card was given to Sakara. This portion of the match is presented by BMO. And it is a big portion at that. Mark Fisher steps to the spot. The oldest player in the squad at the start of the year. First year out of Stanford. Eye to eye with George Marks, who steps up. And he scores. Convincingly. Convictedly. Oh, giveaway. And real trouble afoot. Shots coming, and Philadelphia find themselves back even. Uzcategui and expiration. So it sits. Heavy first touch puts the ball in jeopardy. Well worked out by Giovanni Sakara. And smoothly wide for Jordan Griffin, who gets it forward. A growing influence in the game. Korzianowski unable to make anything stick there, but a great tackle to take it back. Tracked down by Oscar Benitez. Sakara stumbling into the final third. Periano. Sent skying in towards the area. Banged away by Fisher. That's a throw-in for Toronto FC2. If the result holds, it will be a happy one for the roadside. And if they are pursuing a home playoff game, which assuredly they are, that would get the job done without depending on other results elsewhere. That being said, it would put them at a big disadvantage in terms of trying to chase down that number 1 overall seed in the East. Just behind New York Red Bulls 2. The team that Toronto FC2 will see on the final day. Into the half space and uncorking a shot that conjures a save out of Adisa De Rosario. Didn't look like he saw it until the very last moment as he helps it over the bar. Kellen LeBlanc has not been able to put his fingerprints on the game much so far. But he scored for Toronto in the most recent meeting between the two teams this year. He nearly scored again there. In fact, he scored on his first pro start against this very same Toronto outfit. Kellen LeBlanc did. Ball in, headed towards goal. And despite a raising of the heart rate, it is nothing more than a goal kick. Running at full speed. And it's a bad ball off the foot. That was Bostonberry. Wonder when both coaches might look into their dugout and try and shift what's turned into a real stalemate. The deadlock might be broken with Philadelphia Union II approaching the area. Ball hanging high, headed towards goal. Adisa De Rosario turns it away. A powerful parry from the goalkeeper that has been so good this year. A big-time stop with the alarm bells certainly sounding. So it's a warning shot from Philadelphia Union II. Oscar Benitez, 6'1", over 6 foot as well. He's up at the top of the box. An in-swinging corner at the last phase. Benitez bashes through and breaks the deadlock. Sent sailing Sakura. A soft touch, and now in the half space, Jameer Johnson. Oh, it's well weighted. It's in tune, in phase, and off target. Jakupovic had the opposition at his mercy and could not usher in the final blow. See if that proves costly. If there is any Toronto late drama, you want to dog ear that moment and that miss. They played the role of passenger of the side in red this entire second half of play. Called out of their shell. And not getting very far there. Jameer Johnson. He was yanked back. A foul is given. Micah Chisholm has to be careful. He's already sitting on a caution. Bit fortunate there. Doggedly, if not desperately, Toronto FC2 prowling into the attacking half. Sloping downfield, Chisholm into the final minute. Patrick McDonald is giving the ball away. Trouble afoot as it's advanced towards the corner by Sakura. Snuck away from his custody. All the bodies forward for Toronto FC2, making a run into the box. A final intervention. Barrow's onto it. Still Daquan Barrow. Wide for Chisholm. A clear look at goal. It's hit the post. It hits the post. But it took a deflection on its track. Chisholm took an extra touch. Was able to muster a real chance, but this is the final of final actions. for Toronto FC2 on this penultimate day of the next pro season. The goalkeeper's up. It's 2-1. The corner comes. Knocked across goal and over the frame. And across the line. Union 2 take the day. It didn't start their way, but in a performance that's perfumed in the musk of grit and determination.